So listen to how insane this is. And I want, not only do I want you to listen, but more importantly, this is why we have to vote and why we must, absolutely must, win the midterms. Because if we don't, this is the type of things that are going to continue to happen. So, massive terror attack thwarted. 5 people arrested for chilling, explosive, laden drone plot designed to kill thousands at White House UFC event. No one's heard about this. No one's even talking about this. I can't believe it. U.S. officials thwarted a massive terrorist attack targeting the historic UFC Freedom 250 event held over the weekend in Washington, D.C., which was held on the South Lawn as part of President Donald Trump's 80th birthday weekend. The event drew an estimated 4,300 attendees there on premise and included roughly 1,200 active duty service members. Think about that and keep that in your mind for a second. 1,200 active, not retired, not on leave, active service duty members. Okay? Now, we learn that thousands could have lost their lives in a 9/11 impact type of event, okay? If it was not for the quick actions of federal law enforcement. Fox News has revealed the following details. The FBI and its law enforcement partners disrupted an alleged plot targeting this weekend's UFC Freedom 250 event in Washington, D.C. 5 people were in custody as of Monday, and the investigation continues. It is identifying 23 people as part of a potential network of saboteurs and plotters. The alleged plan involved using explosive-laden drones to hit buildings near the event. Then the plan was to force a mass evacuation because obviously people would be running, scared, freaking out, crying, screaming, doing whatever they could because they'd be so afraid if something like that, God forbid, happened. Here's the even sicker, more devious part of this. If that wasn't bad enough, listen to this. Their goal was to force a mass evacuation and steer the crowd of screaming people towards a pre-staged sniper team waiting to kill them. You heard what I said. Not only did they want to bomb the event, but then these sick fucks actually had a sniper team waiting. And if they could have done this, they would have drone struck a building, the people would have freaked out, and they would have been corralled directly into an area where they would have been shot to death. Why isn't anyone talking about this? Why isn't this all over the fucking news? Why isn't this #1 story? I don't understand it. Thank God it didn't happen. Is that why? Well, we missed it, so it's not news? What do you mean it's not news? The fact that they tried to do something so sick, so sinister. And you know what? It makes sense. I hate to say it, because let me play you this little tidbit. Perfect little whatchamacallit, segue, as they call it in the business. Listen to this. This is absolutely just frightening. Whoops. Hang on.
I think he was really saying that I don't love an America that doesn't do...
They're talking about Robert De Niro, and of course Angela is making excuses for him saying what he said. Listen to this.
The things that I think it should be doing. And look, I understand...
So would you think any Republican would do that?
Well, look, I mean, this is why I think...
But just to add a little bit of
listen to these
numbers
stats.
Data, Scott's numbers. Gallup polling data from 25 years ago says Republicans were 90% proud or extremely proud to be Americans. Democrats...
Okay. 25 years ago, in this poll, Republicans were proud to be an American and proud of America, at 90%, okay?
We're 87%. Today,
25 years ago, Democrats in this poll, 25 years ago, were 87% proud 25 years ago to be Americans and support America. Listen to this.
25 years later, those numbers remain at 92%. Actually,
those numbers actually went up 2% for Republicans 25 years later. But how bad did the Democrats crater from 87%?
up a little bit for Republicans. For Democrats, they're down to 36%. Robert De Niro's view.
36%, folks. 36% from 87% 25 years ago. So ask yourself, is it really out of the question for more than half the party, way more than half the party actually, hates the country, that you couldn't have a certain percentage of them hate the country so much that they want to destroy President Trump's birthday, they want to destroy the US fight, the UFC fight, they want to piss all over the 250th anniversary of this country, and they were actually planning on killing anyone that showed up, 4,300 people, which is why I say it was a 9/11 cataclysmic size event that thankfully was stopped by Kash Patel and the FBI. But more importantly, 1,200 active duty service members in the crowd. So it wasn't even just about his supporters. It was about the military too. These people are fucking crazy, okay? They're fucking crazy. And if people don't wake up and realize that you have no choice but to vote for Republicans, down ticket, period, end of story, okay? MAGA, Trump endorsed, unfortunate rhino, it doesn't matter. These people are absolutely insane. And if they're willing to kill 4,300 people, including 1,200 people in the military, in front of the fucking White House, they can never, never return to power ever again. And we have to make sure they never do. Those are my thoughts. What are yours? Put them down in the comments below. I'll see you in the next one.